There's the bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out! Let's go!
He's got him! Power looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite reach! Wait a minute!
They're entangled! Oh! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? Man, that's the monster move!
Perfectly performed, too!
Superhero power is maxed out! Only the ultimate move!
Can we get it off?
Looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite have it!
It's time to pay, you conniver! Big friend, back!
We love you!
Power is at peak capacity!
Let's go!
Superhero power is maxed out! Looks like they're locked up! What the?
You'll be killed. Take this!
Let's see! Let's go! Get it off? Let's see some action! Let's see!
Superhero power is maxed out! Only the ultimate move!
Get it off?
Power is at peak capacity! He's got him!
Unbelievable! Let's go!
Oh! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? He's got him!
Someone get out of this one!
And that signals the end of the match! Wow! Talk about incredible! There's the bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out!
And they've resumed the match!
Oh, I'm enjoying that!
bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out.
This bout is about to begin, so you better take your seats! Fire the bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out.
He's going for it, full out! Power is in peak capacity! He's evading contact! Oh! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? And there it is! Oh, the ultimate move!
Hurricane Moonstick!
And he's been hurt high! They're entangled! Superhero power is maxed out! Oh! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? He got him! Oh, the ultimate move! He's going for it full out!
Stretch! Hurricane Moonstick!
Drives into the rope! Can he come back? Oh, that can't feel good!
Survive the round.
He's just not letting him go! Will he be able to execute that extreme?
What's happening?
He's been thrown back!
Let's go.
The superhero power is maxed out!
In 4,000 years of Chinese history!
There it is!
Now I have to, you swine.
There it is! Looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite see the next move. Wait a minute.
He's got him! Not again! They're entangled! Oh! Will he be able to extinguish? Clutch!
Hurricane Moonstick!
Attack! Drive into the rope! Can he come back? Oh, the ultimate move!
Tower Bridge!
Superhero power is back! He's evading contact! Power is at peak capacity!
Let's see some action.
Drive into the rope! Can he finish his move?
Let's see.
Man, that was a monster move!
Perfectly performed. Wow.
He's got him!
Good luck getting out of this one.
He's been thrown back favorite! Clutch!
3D crush.
They're entangled! Oh! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique?
3D crush.
Well, looks like that's just about it for this one. Hey, Doc!
Yeah, didn't really turn out the way I thought it would, but still a good match.
Keep Marcel Kenyon! Dick and Dick! Hanzo! Dick and Dick! Buffalo Man! Please abstain from tossing objects into the ring! Fire the bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out.
was about to move.
A form, too!
Superhero power is maxed out.
Let's go!
And there it is. And that signals the end of the match. Wow! Talk about incredibly intense. There's the bell.
Wonder how this one's gonna...
Checkmate! Crescent Man! Clone! Hitman! Dick and Dick! Wally Tusken! Ladies and gents, this bout is about to begin, so you... There's the bell!
Wonder how this one's gonna turn out!
And there it is! Power is in peak capacity! Flies into the room! Can't stop that!
Avengers!
Let's see some action!
Toadstool Coil Triangle!
Power is at peak capacity! They're in tank! Looks like they're locked up!
Wait a minute!
Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? He's going for it full out! Ultimate move!
Will he get it off?
Toadstool Coil Triangle!
Power is at peak capacity! Favorite attack! Superhero power is maxed out!
Let's see some action!
He's going for it full out!
Let's go!
Will he be able to execute that extreme technique?
Avengers!
They're in tank!
What the?
Avengers! Maxed out! Power is at peak capacity!
Avengers!
Looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite read the next move!
He's going for it full out! Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? Is this a special move?
Let's see! Let's see some action!
Superhero power is maxed out!
Be prepared for my grand technique.
And he's been hurled high! And that signals the end of the match! Wow! Talk about incredibly intense! Dick and Dick! Maximilian! Mr. Fresh! Rocket Jr. Please abstain from talking!
this.
Got him!
I'm not getting out of this one!
Power is at peak capacity! And there it is!
Let's go!
Superhero power is maxed out! Fatal clutch!
Take this. Take this. Take this.
And he's been hurt high!
Just like this.
Let's see! Let's go!
Superhero power is maxed out! He is evading contact! Looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite read the next move!
You're not giving up that easy.
Will he be able to execute that extreme technique? And he's been hurled high! And there it is! He's done a special move!
Let's see!
Take this. Take this. Take this.
Feel pain now!
He's going for it! Full out! Power increased capacity! He's evading contact! Looks like they're locked up! What will happen next?
I can't quite read the next one! Feel pain now!
They're entangled!
Let's see some action! Let's go!
And that signals the end of the match! Wow! Talk about incredibly intense! Hey, Doc Nakano!
Yeah! I
Win!
almost feel like I was in that ring throwing down!